county jail. But let me tell you, Charlie wasn't the guy that you saw on the TV specials. All right, he was God, he was like 5'4", 5'5", little scrawny. He was poor, kind of like a bum, really. He had a string for a belt. He tied his pants with a string because he couldn't afford a belt, you know. And everybody else, we dressed, you know, cool, ironed our pants, and so some of the prisoners were going to take advantage of him because they'd take advantage of anybody that's small. And we found out that he could hypnotize you, so we let him sleep in front of our cell to make sure that nobody would hurt him. And he got us loaded on weed, and 3 of the guys in the cell. Everybody else had like 6 guys in their cell. We only had 3 because we were special. I had 2 killers with me, and then he got us loaded on weed, and I said, well, get us loaded on heroin. So the 3 of us tried to get loaded. He got 2 of us loaded on heroin. One guy just woke up, and afterwards I asked him, how come he couldn't do him? And he asked me, did you ever get loaded on heroin? He said, no. Well, your mind doesn't know how to work. Do you understand? Your mind doesn't know how to react. So if I tell you to do something while you're hypnotized and you haven't done it before, or you don't know how to do it, you just wake up. And people know when I get loaded on heroin, my eyes, I get red under my eyes. And that's like literally, the first thing, blah, you throw up, you dump. And I mean, me and Chato it's like we both got blah. He dumped in the sink, I dumped in the toilet, and looked like, hey, what you doing? And oh, everybody was like shocked. And this, Johnny Ronnie Cruz, he was like, well, what happened? He never got loaded. And boy, I was sorry when they transferred Charlie out. I have no idea. You know, yeah, he was nothing of any, you know, because he was a petty thief. He wasn't, you know, not to speak ill of the dead, but Charlie couldn't have done that any place, any time, but right there. And my friend George Perry knew him in Frisco, knew him in Oakland, okay? And he was a scrawny little hippie, and the girls that he got, Linda Casado, all of them were broken. You know, all of them, they were up in Oakland and San Francisco being ripped off by the pimps and raped by the pimps. And so he came around with a big bus and some acid and said, you know, let me lead you. So it was kind of like, they looked at him like, yeah, he's the Messiah, you know. He was, you know, Charles Manson couldn't have done what he did anywhere else. Like you pick a neighborhood in London, a bad neighborhood. He couldn't have gone to a bad neighborhood in London and got girls to do what he did. They'd have pimped him out. I mean, and I have no disrespect to Charlie, but he was like 5'5" or something, and he wasn't like a thug, you know what I mean? And the girls he got, they were all broken. My friend George Perry was up in Frisco and in Oakland when that was going on, Haight-Ashbury and hippie shit and all that, right? And he said these girls, they were all being used by the pimps and thugs in Haight-Ashbury and Free Love, but they were making money off it. So Charlie came to got these broken girls that were looking for a daddy, and he had plenty of acid, so you know, so he had good game, you know, not, you know, but when we saw him on TV on the special talking about kill himself, we thought it was funny. We're like, are you kidding? Let's slap this little bitch, you know, and so most of the guys that we were in jail with, because you got to understand, The toughest guy in prison is the guy with the most knives. If I've got 5 or 6 guys with knives, you're dead. And I'm not gonna fight you. I mean, Mike Tyson, I talked to Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson said, shit, nobody care how tough you are in prison. I'm the toughest guy in the world. 4 inches of steel will take care of me. You know, he knows it. We all. So, and that is the right now. So we got no bullies in prison. You know what I mean? Scariest thing in prison is a short Mexican in tennis shoes with a big knife. Because he can stab you and run fast.
Goodbye.
No one has ever done that! No one has ever done that!